following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. I am a conservative, and a lot of people say I treat them like dogs, but they do seem to get better. Now, if you have a personal health challenge you want to ask about, if you have a health challenge of a friend, a loved one, a workmate, or if you want to talk about medical politics or the home-based business opportunity, give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. That's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, I have to keep coming back to this one terrible statistic, this one terrible prediction that our children will be the first generation Americans who do not live as long as their parents. What this says is, of course, looking at it backwards, is every American couple will be bearing their children. It is a horrible prediction of biblical proportions. You know, we're talking about the Great Flood and these sort of things, and the firstborn dying, and the Egyptians, so they wouldn't release the Hebrews, and so on. And so, again, our children will be the first generation of Americans that do not live as long as their parents. Very, very scary stuff. And, of course, this is because of what the government and doctors are calling pre-existing conditions. Let's just look at something like, let's look at just type 2 diabetes. UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles, came out just last year with a big study and said that 55% of all adults in the state of California have either type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, 55%. This is one of the reasons why if you don't supplement your kids, you're going to be burying them. We know that type 2 diabetes is not a genetic disease, as doctors would have you believe. It's a simple nutritional deficiency. We've known that for 85 years. And by supplementing properly and changing your diet, you can wean off your medication and go back to normal life. You'll be an ex-diabetic in 30, 60 days or less, sometimes 2 weeks. I want everybody to contact their Youngevity associate and get a hold of the books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. There's also a CD and DVD that goes along with it, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. That's self-explanatory. And then the second book, Epigenetics. Okay, Epigenetics, and the subtitle is The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. Genetics has been a failed theory. In the past, when doctors didn't know the cause of anything, they said, well, it's your genes, it's bad genes. You got a bad gene there. Well, there's a DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and a CD, Public Enemy #1, that goes along with the book Epigenetics. And then the book Rare Earth Incures really goes into the type 2 diabetes thing. And, of course, we've known that it's a simple nutritional deficiency for 85 years. And, of course, the medical system just won't embrace the truth there. And, of course, there is a CD, What Kills Billionaires, and then, of course, The Stick of Butter Day Keeps the Doctor Away, that goes along with Rare Earths Incures, the book. And so this is very simple. We could make your church a type 2 diabetes-free church in 60 days or less. We can make your town a type 2 diabetes-free town in 60 days or less. We can make your county a type 2 diabetes-free county, and it's a little bigger population, so let's say 6 months or less. And, of course, your state, 6 months or less. We could make America a type 2 diabetes-free country in a year or less, because, again, you're talking about 300 million people, and there's always people not following the rules and doing things properly and so on. And then that's just one of these pre-existing conditions that doctors talk about all the time. Let's look at another one. Let's look at congestive heart failure. No, let's not look at that. Let's look at kidney failure. Let's look at kidney failure, where you have people on dialysis. And when you have kidney failure, most of the time, 99% of the time, there's nothing wrong with your kidney. Well, they took a blood test and it shows my kidneys aren't filtering the blood. Well, that's true, but not because there's anything wrong with the kidneys, but because the little blood vessels, the little afferent blood vessels, little tiny arteries, only letting one red blood cell through at a time, brings the dirty blood into your filtering units called glomeruli in your kidneys, and they're plugged. And so it's not that you can't get your filters to work. It's just you can't get the blood to the filters. So we have come up with a system by which we change your diet, get rid of the inflammatory things that actually are the cause of plaque in your arteries, including little afferent arteries in your kidneys. And so we can do that. So that alone is going to help heal the kidneys, get you on the 90 essential nutrients. And we have, of course, the secret sauce that goes along with that to support healthy blood pressure and support healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. And your kidneys will begin to function again. I've had people that haven't peed in 10 years, and in a couple of months, they're urinating again. Another couple of months, they're off of dialysis. They've been on dialysis for 25 years. The medical system has been using them for an ATM machine for 25 years. Why didn't they just give them a kidney transplant? Okay? And so dialysis, all the dialysis centers across America should close because we can show people how to avoid getting on dialysis. We can show people how to get off of dialysis because it's a matter of encouraging healthy blood flow. It's a matter of encouraging healthy blood pressure. Now, let's see. We may have enough time here. Let's talk about congestive heart failure, deficiency of a single nutrient. We've known that for 300 years. It was discovered by a Japanese naval surgeon 300 years ago. It's not like we don't know how to prevent and reverse congestive heart failure. And, of course, they have all these drugs which just relieve symptoms, and you can live quite a bit longer if you don't have those drugs. You know, water pills and digitalis and those kind of things can relieve symptoms. But it really doesn't get down to the root cause, this nutritional deficiency that causes congestive heart failure. So we have a plan that people take all 90 essential nutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 acids, 3 fatty acids, and prevent as many as 900 different diseases. You get on a gluten-free diet to maximize absorption of these nutrients. And even if you have some of these problems, again, you support maintenance repair. Your body has stem cells and wants to repair itself, but it needs raw materials to do that. And so the failure has been these nutrients are no longer found in the food, no matter how well you eat, no matter how fit you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter how faithful you are, no matter what you do, no matter how politically connected you are. If you don't have these nutrients, you're going to get these diseases and be incapacitated or die early. We'll contact your young associate, get the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Epigenetics, Rare Earth Cures, and all the CDs and DVDs that go along with them, and learn how to save yourself and save your kids so they'll live longer than you. That's the goal here. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and National Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And a lot of people say, well, Doc, this sounds so complicated. Well, it really isn't. It's really quite simple. A fifth-grade reader, level can do all this stuff. But we do have a wonderful set that was put together by Jimmy Osmond from the Osmond family. He followed me around for 2 years and filmed a lot of my events and so forth. So we have a book, we have a DVD, and a CD called The Truth About Nutrition. It comes in a bundle, they call it. It's a set of the book, the DVD, and the CD called The Truth About Nutrition. And it's really written for and produced, whether it's the video, it's the DVD, the CD, or the book, it's really, really written so that somebody with a ninth grade dropout education can really understand nutrition and how to prevent and reverse diseases. So again, contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the set, the bundle called The Truth About Nutrition, the book, the DVD, and the CD. You will be amazed at the information in there, and you'll be able to understand it all. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I thought we'd talk a little bit about medications, as I've got a editorial that was written by Dr. Andrew Weill. He is Fox News' medical advisor, and it starts out the headline, "Are you taking too many medications?" And it goes on to say, medicine has become synonymous with drug therapy, a situation that's upsetting for patients and healthcare practitioners and potentially dangerous, especially true for elderly adults. We even have a commercial where it quotes a CDC statistic, and that is I think it's 80% of adults over the age of 60 in this country are on at least 5 medications, which is just unconscionable. And they go on to say, many are taking multiple agents. I noticed that they call them agents instead of drugs, from different practitioners who tend to discontinue medications prescribed by their peers. Can lead to an increasing number of pills taken, a circumstance called polypharmacy, where you're taking 5 or more medications at one time. There's a high risk of adverse reactions and drug interactions. They say over-medication should concern people of all ages, including parents of young children. For example, antibiotics are incorrectly prescribed for viral illnesses, such as upper respiratory tract infections, sometimes at the behest of parents. Not only does this practice place kids and adults treated this way at risk of possible allergic reactions and disruption of the microbiome, it also contributes to the development of microbial resistance, and antibiotics should be reserved for bacterial infections, which I think I should do that because
I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
one.
You've been talking about that for years. They say this, they think that people are even overusing over-the-counter medications as well, and they go on to say that a lot of this is due to all of the direct-to-consumer marketing that's being done on various mediums, television, newspapers, radio, even on the internet. And he believes that practice should be banned because one of the things they're running into is people see these advertisements on television, and then they go to their doctor and say, "I need that drug." And they, if the doctor says, "No, I don't really think you do," they'll probably keep going to doctors till they get one that will write the prescription.
Oh, absolutely. And that's worth another flare there. And, of course, this thing that Andrew Weill is talking about is the whole premise of the book, the CD, and the DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And so it's, been yelling about this for 40 years. And, of course, he's not your typical MD. He's a part of the sort of fringe out there. He's more on our side than theirs, of course. And so I'm glad to see him in Fox News instead of Dr. Bernie. But at any rate, he's a very interesting guy. And, of course, this is all true. And this is why we work so hard, and I can't thank you enough for doing your job. You do a fabulous job, Doug, of getting information out during your Pearls of Wisdom to make sure that people know that there are options. Get those second opinions. We should be your number one second opinion. Just remember, Mayo Clinic came out a couple of weeks ago and said that 88% of second opinions show that the original diagnosis and the original treatment plan were incorrect. 88%. Only 1 out of 10 diagnoses and 1 out of 10 initial treatment plans are correct. Doctors kill 251,000 people each year just from simple mistakes. They're the third leading cause of death just from simple mistakes. So don't play along with them. Get your second opinion from us and give a non-pharmaceutical option a try. You'll be glad you did. Odds are you won't need the surgery, you won't need the drugs. Thank you, Doug, and stick with us. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 888-379-2552. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity and the 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you're going to do the Youngevity business as a business, I urge you to contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy. Learn how to do your own physicals. Instead of a $2,000 physical in the doctor's office, do the same physical for $4.50 in your own home. The books Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and Passport Aromatherapy teach you how to do these physicals, as well as teach you how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. That's a trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy. And oh yeah, don't forget Wall Street for Kids. If you need to know how to do a business, be profitable, do your business plan, and get all the tax breaks that billionaires get. Okay. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to San Jose, California, and Robin, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
I apologize, I didn't get the name. Is it Robin?
Yes, Dr. Wallach, this is Robin. Thank you for all you do for humans and animals.
Well, you're very kind. How can I help you today?
Today we're calling for a cat, 15 pounds, 15 years, and the kidney function is declining.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, the platelets and the cholesterol are out of range too.
Okay. Is the cat at home or is it in the hospital?
At home.
Okay. Is it eating?
Yes.
All right. Well, what I would do is he getting dry cat food or moist?
Karen, I'll need you to answer that question.
He gets mostly moist cat food and a very small amount of dry for dental crunchies.
Okay. Well, make sure that the dry cat food is free of gluten, no grains. It has to be grain-free and gluten-free. Okay. And got to make sure that there's nothing inflammatory going into that cat's mouth. When you have lack of kidney function, again, it's almost always that the arteries carrying the dirty blood into the filter units are plugged. And so you have to make sure that there's not a lot of oil. A lot of times they'll use oil even in moist cat foods to bring up the calories and so forth and make it taste good for the cats. So make sure that the first three ingredients aren't, canola oil and corn oil and fish oils and those kind of things, or they oxidize and turn into trans fats and heterocyclamines and acrylamides, causing plaque in the arteries. But then I would go ahead and, in addition to, feeding that cat good grade of cat food for its weight, no dry cat food with any gluten or grain in it, but I would also give that cat 1/2 of a scoop of what we call Arthrodex. That's our multiple for cats and dogs. 1 scoop is for 25 pounds, so 15 pounds. I'd go ahead and give it 1/2 a scoop in its food every day. I'd also give it 2 of the EFA pluses, which are the omega-3 essential fatty acids from fish oils. Puncture those capsules and put it on the food. And I would also throw in, let's see here, I would throw in 1 tablet a day of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, just 1 a day. So, 1 bottle's going to last you like 3 or 4 months. And grind up that tablet into a powder and put it in the cat food. And this is designed to support healthy blood flow through blocked arteries and support healthy blood pressure. And so we want to get healthy blood flow going into that kidney so that it begin to function properly. And let's start there. So give me a call, say in a couple of days, in a week, in 10 days, in 2 weeks, and so forth. We'll kind of walk you guys through this. We got to save the cat here. Well, hang on. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you need to lose that 10, 25, 50, 75, 100 pounds or more, contact your Longevity associate and ask for the book Hell's Kitchen. The subtitle is The Cause, Wrench, and Cure Obesity. Also, you want to get a hold of the book Energy Crisis and learn how our keto caramel shake and our keto caramel meal replacer bar work, how the ketone diet actually works, and get on our keto caramel bars and our meal replacers shake, and then you throw in one healthy weight loss pack per 100 pounds of body weight. It has the Rev, which is our special secret sauce for encouraging your body to give up a half a pound to 2 pounds a day if you do everything right and change your diet. And guess what? You'll never gain weight back as long as you stay in the 90 for Life program. So contact your Longevity associate. Ask for the books, Hell's Kitchen. There's a CD that goes along with that, Hell's Kitchen, the book, Energy Crisis, and get on the program called Healthy Weight Loss Pack. That's one per 100 pounds of body weight, and the Keto Caramel Shake and the Keto Caramel Meal Replacer Bar, and lose that 1/2 a pound to 2 pounds a day, and stay on the program. It'll never come back. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Orange, California. And Liz, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Liz, you're on the air.
Yes, hi, Dr. Wallach. I have your book. My father recently had a stroke 3 years ago. He is 70 years old, and he continues to have the side effects, which is disorientation, high blood pressure, anxiety attacks. So he wants to know what caused the stroke, the cerebellum stroke. And then also, he's 7 years old, 134 pounds, 5'3". And then my mother is 65 years old, 140 pounds, 5'3".
Okay, I can only work with one at a time here, dear. Okay? So let's talk about your dad. And so he's had a stroke, and this is what, 3 years ago, you say?
Yes.
Okay. And 85% of all strokes are caused by blood clots in the arteries in the brain. Okay, sometimes you can actually get a blood clot in the vein in the brain, coming from the lungs or the legs or something like that up through that whole system. Anything's possible here, but invariably there's a blood clot somewhere in the brain. That's 85% of the time. 15% of the time, it's a bleeding type of stroke where you get sort of a microaneurysm that ruptures in the brain because, again, the aneurysms are caused by a deficiency of of a single nutrient, actually, that results in a breakdown of the elastic fibers in the arteries and the veins. So at 134 pounds, let's talk about coming at this from both directions. Number one, he's got to give up all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, absolutely no oils. That means no microwave popcorn, no theater popcorn, absolutely no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils. If he eats canned fish, that's fine, like sardines and tuna or salmon, but they got to be packed in water, not oil, so they got to read labels carefully. And then no gluten, no wheat, bran, around, no maximize absorption, get rid of the inflammation and intestinal damage by eating gluten. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, and that could be in beer, it could be liquids, it could be Scotch whiskey or bourbon or Scotch. And so you have to look at all the places you're going to find gluten. And everybody in the household, dog, cat, bird, fish, spouse, partner, mother-in-law, kids, everybody's got to be gluten-free to avoid cross-contamination. Now, the supplement program is going to support and promote healthy maintenance repair, the vascular system, to reduce the risk of blood clots. We even have an ingredient that has an enzyme in it called nattokinase, which is famous for dissolving blood clots. So at 134 pounds, I'd have him take one healthy brain and heart pack per month, and an extra bottle of saline, so take 6 of those a day. Everything else divide into half a dose at breakfast, half at dinner time. But also give him the ultimate daily classic tablets, and take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month, support healthy blood pressure and support healthy blood flow to block arteries. And lastly, the ultimate niacin plus. And take 2 of those a day, 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner time. There's 1 bottle a month. It helps dilate arteries, lower blood pressure, and dissolve blood clots. And we'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 94 Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to live well beyond 100 chronologically, say 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200 plus, while being biologically 30, 40, 50, contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the books Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission, the book Immortality, and the book Rare Earths and Cures, and learn how the top 20 longevity cultures have 40 times the 100-year-olds we do. Why is it they have 100-year-old for 250 of their population? We only have 100-year-old for 10,000. What are their secrets? Contact your Youngevity associate. Ask for the books Epigenetics, immortality and rare earths and impurities, and learn how you can add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Bryan College Station, Texas, and Sue Ellen. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Sue Ellen, you're
Hi,
on
Dr. Wallach. Okay, hi, how are you?
Okay, how can we help you?
All right. Okay, I'm calling about my son, Jeff, who has Down syndrome. He's 34 years old. He weighs 110 pounds. He takes Enzymes, Classic, Herbal Rainforest, Beyond OsteoFX, De-Stress, EFA, EFA Plus, Glucogel, Selenium, OsteoMag, and Flora FX, and he is on no medication. So I have two things to ask you about. First, he has recently started drooling again.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to give you high compliments for putting your son on all of these nutrients. I have to ask you a couple more questions here before I answer the question. Does your son have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis that's active?
It's better. He did, but that has gotten better.
But it's still there, but it's gotten better.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. It's still there.
Okay, any respiratory
in
problems?
In his hair, in his head.
And does he have any respiratory problems like asthma, bronchitis, or COPD?
No, but we are off on gluten. I called you before and you told me to get him off, and so we're off of that.
Okay. Any bowel problems, any constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating, anything like that?
No, thanks to Herbal Rainforest and OsteoMag.
Okay, good girl. Okay. Well, drooling can be caused by many, many things. It can actually be caused by osteoporosis of the skull, where something like the fifth cranial nerve or the seventh cranial nerve can be squeezed and cause the salivary glands to work overtime and produce more saliva than he can consciously swallow, or just is there all the time. It can also be caused by something going on in the central nervous system in the brain, some kind of TIA, transient ischemic attack, and he's kind of getting at that age. He's 34 years old. He can begin to have those kind of things, which are little slippery blood clots that are in the brain and cause transient damage to the brain, resulting in drooling and those sorts of things. Could be dental problems. If he has any loose teeth or missing teeth or so forth, that can happen. It's okay. And so one of the things I would add to this program I didn't hear is vitamin D3. I go ahead and add 2 of the vitamin D3 capsules at breakfast and dinner time. And that's going to maximize the absorption and utilization of the minerals that you're giving him. And just, the dosage is for a 113-pound, 110-pound person is just kind of one dose a day, cut it in half a dose everything twice a day. But that's what I would do. And I would add the vitamin D3, the 1 bottle a month, give him 2 capsules at breakfast, 2 capsules at dinner time. Also, make sure he's getting his body weight. I'd go ahead and give him 6 eggs a day. He can have 3 eggs for breakfast, 3 eggs for dinner time. And let's see here. Let's start there. And if you have any more information, if a doctor's ever given any sort of look at him and given our dentist and see if there's anything going on there that might cause the drooling, so you might want to look at that. Sometimes they have something going along with their parotid salivary glands or their sublingual salivary glands, maxillary salivary glands, anything can happen there causing this. Okay, so have somebody, I'd go to a dentist. Why don't you take him to the dentist and have them look and see if they can pick out anything that's causing the drooling. But just add that vitamin D3, make sure he's gluten-free, and that would include the dog food, cat food, bird food, fish food, because there's cross-contamination there if there's any grains in the dog food, cat food. And then give us a call back in a couple of weeks. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Santa Ana, California. And Sophie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Sophie, you're on the air.
Hi, doctor. Thank you for taking my call. I actually called in yesterday, and I was the girl with the vestibular neuritis, and you recommended me the bone and joint pack. What I forgot to mention is that I've been very, very weak and low energy for quite some time and really bad recently, but they found bacterial parasites in my blood. I took a live blood analysis.
Hmm?
Yes. They also found undigested protein and fats. and nutritional deficiencies. And I noticed that my stool is always really loose. I don't think I'm digesting my food
well. You may be digesting your food, but you may not be absorbing. I think you have a gluten problem. I suggested to you yesterday you got to get gluten-free. Everybody in the household is gluten-free because everything you're describing is a gluten problem. Malabsorption, you're not what you eat, you are what you absorb. And everybody says that you have, you're malabsorbing, you have nutritional problems. And so it's going to be imperative that you and everybody in your household, spouse, partner, mother-in-law, kids, renters, dogs, cat, birds, fish, everybody's got to be gluten-free. No gluten in the household. No wheat, butter, rye, and oats in your life ever again. And then you get on the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for your body weight. And that's where I would start. Okay? And, of course, I think you're going to see some quick results as soon as you get gluten-free and you get on your 90. And then give me a call in 2 weeks. 24 hours is too quick to see anything happening, even with a dietary change. So let's start there. My opinion is exactly the same today as it was yesterday. And so, I know it doesn't fit with some of your health professionals have said, but I think that they are missing the boat, so to speak, because they didn't mention gluten intolerance. And so that tells me they're describing your problems, but they're not saying why you have the problem, which is a gluten problem. So call me in 2 weeks and let me know how the diet and the supplement program is working for you. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Oklahoma. And Amber, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Amber. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm actually calling about my dad. He's had 2 liver transplants, one in 2006 and one in 2016.
Stop.
Since 2006.
Stop. Why did he have 2 liver transplants?
I'm sorry?
Why did he have 2 liver transplants?
He had cirrhosis of the liver.
Okay. And then how long later did he get the second liver transplant?
It was about 10 years to the day.
Okay. Why do you think? Stop. Why do you think he had to have a second liver transplant? What did the doctors say?
The hepatitis C. He had hepatitis C. They didn't catch it in time, and so it began deteriorating the new liver that he received in 2006.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I believe that. I think they didn't tell him he had to change his diet, and he kept eating fried foods and margarines and salad dressings and sugar and all the bad stuff and caused fatty liver, which becomes then a liver cirrhosis problem. And so it's real easy to say, oh, yeah, he always had hepatitis C, and we didn't know that till later, blah, 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 blah. Just, it doesn't smell right to me. Same way I get people to get 2 kidney transplants, and then 2 years later to get 2 kidney transplants, and 2 years later to get 2 kidney transplants, because they never tell anybody to change their diet and get away from what got them into trouble in the first place. So hang on, we'll come back, and I'll give you some suggestions after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Online, the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 to say. And Doug, let's go right back to Oklahoma and Amber. A couple of quick questions here. How much does your dad weigh?
He weighs 181.
Okay, and how tall is he, please?
He's 5'11".
Okay, so that's about right. Any other issues? Any diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis?
Not anymore. He was diabetic the whole time he needed a transplant, but once he had the transplant, he's no longer a diabetic, which they said could never happen.
Okay.
I was calling because he's got a lot of swelling in his legs, and when I say a lot, it's like to the point of it's going to bust. And they used to blame it on the diabetes or that he needed a transplant. Now they've done every test possible. They can't find anything out. His creatine's at a 2.14. I don't know if it's kidney related. He was on dialysis after the transplant for 24 hours, but they don't want to go down that road. So I don't know.
We only have a moment here, so let me give you some suggestions. Number one, got to get rid of all the bad foods out of his life and everybody in the household. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, I mean no exceptions, no olive oil, no coconut oil, no margarine, no mayonnaise, no salad dressings, no cooking oils. Absolutely no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. It means him and everybody else living in the house, including the dog and the cat and bird and fish and spouse and mother-in-law and renters and kids and everybody else got to be totally gluten-free in that household. And then, at 181 pounds and having a history of 2 liver transplants, I would give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose during at breakfast and dinner time. I would also give him what we call immortalium that actually stimulates stem cells to kind of rebuild stuff, including livers and so forth. And so I'd have him take 3 of those twice a day of the immortalium, and that will support stem cell activity and encourage stem cells to do their things, which is to encourage production of more maintenance and repair of everything, including the liver. And then I would also have him take the de-stress capsules, have him take 3 of those twice a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month, and they're actually required for the metabolism in the liver to make the liver happy and actually do his job for itself as well as for the rest of the body. Make sure that he's not getting any sugar. No table sugar, no honey, no molasses, no maple syrup, no corn syrup, no juices, particularly no apple juice, but no juices, no fruit. He can get everything he needs from fruit and juices from vegetables without all the sugar damage to the liver because of the inflammatory thing of sugar. And let's see here. I think that's where I want to go because he doesn't have no high blood pressure, correct?
No, he does. He has to take stuff for his high blood pressure as well.
So he's on medication for high blood pressure. Then I would throw in 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. And they're designed to support healthy blood pressure, and over time he may be able to slowly, based on numbers and the doctor telling him, hey, you may be able to reduce your medication here for your blood pressure. The goal is to wean him off the blood pressure medications, take some of the load off the liver. And this will also help, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets will help support circulation and help with the leg swelling. It wouldn't hurt for him to also eat maybe 8 to 10 eggs a day for breakfast, for dinner time, and that's going to elevate his blood protein. And elevating blood protein can oftentimes affect the elimination of edema in the body, including edema or swelling in the legs. Particularly, doctors done all their tests; they can't find anything wrong, and so oftentimes something as simple as eating 4 eggs for breakfast and 4 eggs for dinner time, they can go into a shake. We have the keto caramel shake for breakfast, and he can put 4 eggs in there, and a keto caramel shake for dinner, put 4 eggs in there, and that'll raise the protein enough to where it can support healthy fluid circulation and absorption and so forth. And give me a call in 2 weeks. You can start the diet immediately. It's going to take 4 to 5 working days to get the supplements to you out there in Oklahoma. But you can start the diet as soon as you hang up. All right. Let's see here. How much time we got, Doug?
Just seconds.
Just seconds. Okay, I'll remind everybody, contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the books Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD and the DVD Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and learn how to save your kids so you won't be burying them. Remember, the prediction is that our children will be the first generation of Americans that do not live as long as their parents. Save the kids. Okay, thank you so much, Doug. Super job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.